Have you ever wondered why some people seem to radiate strength, even in the most challenging moments? They carry an aura of purpose, almost as if they're shielded by an invisible force. What's their secret? Today, I'm going to uncover something extraordinary. 10 powerful truths that every chosen one must protect. These aren't just tips. They're life-altering principles that keep you aligned, energized, and unstoppable. Here's the thing. Most people give away their power without even realizing it. They overshare, leave their energy unguarded, and lose sight of their divine connection. But not you, not anymore. By the end of this journey, you'll understand how to safeguard your sacred insights, maintain balance in chaos, and fortify your connection to the divine. So, if you've ever felt drained by the world around you or unsure of how to protect your energy and purpose, stay with me. Because what you're about to learn isn't just knowledge, it's your blueprint for spiritual resilience. Are you ready to uncover the secrets that can change everything? Let's dive in. Have you ever felt the sting of sharing something deeply personal, only to be met with judgment or misunderstanding? Chosen ones often walk a unique path, one not easily understood by others. Their experiences and revelations can be too profound for those not ready to grasp them. That's why keeping certain insights private is not just wise, it's essential. Think of it this way. Would you plant seeds in soil that's not ready? Your spiritual truths deserve fertile ground to flourish. Here's the thing. Sharing too soon or with the wrong audience can backfire. People might mock your journey or, worse, distort your message. It's not because they're malicious. Often, they simply can't see from your perspective. But don't let this discourage you. Instead, let it empower you to discern who truly deserves a glimpse into your sacred world. Pause for a moment. Can you think of someone who truly gets you? Imagine trying to explain the colors of a sunrise to someone who's never opened their eyes. That's what sharing profound truths with unprepared minds feels like. Your journey is sacred, filled with revelations meant for the right ears at the right time. By keeping your wisdom guarded, you ensure it retains its power and purity. So, how do you know when to share? That's a question we'll explore later. Secrecy isn't about isolation. It's about protection. Think of your insights as treasures, precious, rare, and deserving of care. Would you leave a priceless gem unguarded in a crowded room? Of course not. Guarding your spiritual truths means they'll be ready when the right moment and the right person comes along. What treasures are you currently guarding in your life? Some might call it silence. I call it power. When you choose not to share everything, you're not withholding, you're conserving. Words have weight, and once spoken, they can't be taken back. Use this silence as a shield, a means of focusing your energy on what truly matters. Does this resonate with you, or does it challenge the way you've been thinking? Oversharing isn't just a vulnerability. It's a distraction. Every word you speak has a ripple effect, influencing those around you and shaping your own energy. By being selective, you create space for deeper understanding and connection. Start small. The next time you're tempted to share, ask yourself, why? Who is this really for? This tiny pause can change everything. The ultimate test of secrecy lies in trust, trusting yourself to know what's best for your journey. It's not always easy to discern, especially when the urge to connect feels overwhelming. But here's the twist. Restraint often leads to clarity. The less you share, the more you learn about yourself and those around you. And speaking of clarity, let's talk about protecting the wisdom you've been entrusted with. Divine wisdom isn't just knowledge, it's a gift. Think about it. How often do life's greatest truths arrive in quiet moments, almost like whispers from another realm? These insights are sacred, meant to guide and uplift you. But here's the catch, they're not meant for everyone. Sharing them carelessly can dilute their power or invite unnecessary criticism. Have you ever shared something profound and regretted it later? There's a reason why ancient traditions emphasized keeping spiritual revelations private. When we share too soon, we expose ourselves to misunderstanding, skepticism, or even envy. Imagine revealing a half-finished masterpiece. It's not just incomplete, it's vulnerable. Protecting your insights is about safeguarding their potential until they're ready to shine. So, how do you determine when something is ready to be shared? Premature sharing doesn't just affect you. It can affect those who hear it. Some people aren't ready for the depth of your revelations, and exposing them too early can lead to confusion, or worse, mockery. Instead, let your insights simmer, grow, and become undeniable truths in your life. When the right moment comes, you'll know. Have you ever held back on sharing, only to realize later it was the right choice? Think of your spiritual insights like a fragile flame. In the wrong conditions, it's easily snuffed out. But if you protect it, shielding it from harsh winds, it grows stronger, brighter, and more impactful. Your role is to nurture this flame, not expose it to every breeze that passes by. What's one thing in your life right now that you're keeping close to your heart? This isn't about fear, it's about intention. Sharing your spiritual wisdom is a profound act, one that requires discernment. Not every ear is ready to hear, and not every heart is ready to receive. By being intentional about who you share with, you're honoring the sanctity of your journey. Have you ever wondered why some people just don't get you, no matter how much you explain? Protecting your insights also protects your energy. Every word you share is an extension of yourself, a piece of your essence given away. When you give freely to the wrong audience, you deplete yourself unnecessarily. Instead, invest your energy where it will grow and thrive. Here's a tip. The next time you feel compelled to share, ask yourself, is this for connection or validation? The beauty of divine wisdom lies in its timing. When shared with the right person at the right time, it can change lives. But when shared too soon, it risks being ignored or misunderstood. Trust the process. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is hold your truth close. And as we explore the next layer of this journey, let's talk about guarding the energy that sustains you. Energy is your most precious resource, yet it's the one thing so many of us give away without a second thought. Think about it. How often do you find yourself drained after spending time with certain people or situations? For chosen ones, this is especially critical. Your energy isn't just fuel for your daily life. It's the foundation of your spiritual mission. Who or what has been draining your energy lately? Here's the thing. Not everyone who enters your life has good intentions. Some people are drawn to your light, not to nurture it, but to consume it. They may not even realize they're doing it, but their presence can still leave you feeling depleted. This is why boundaries are not just important, they're non-negotiable. Have you set boundaries lately, or are you letting your energy slip through the cracks? Picture this, your energy is like water in a glass. If you keep pouring into others without refilling, eventually, you'll run dry. Guarding your energy means knowing when to say no, when to step back, and when to prioritize yourself. It's not selfish, it's survival. The next time someone asks for your time or attention, pause and ask, do I have the capacity for this? There's also an unseen aspect to this. As a chosen one, your energy vibrates at a higher frequency, which can attract both positive and negative forces. Some people may latch onto you, not out of malice, but because they're drawn to your strength. Recognizing this isn't about judgment, it's about discernment. Have you ever noticed how some people leave you feeling completely drained, while others uplift you? Protecting your energy isn't just about people, it's about environments too. The places you frequent and the things you consume, be it media, conversations, or even food, all have an impact. Ask yourself, is this environment fueling my spirit or depleting it? Start small. Cleanse your social media feed, take a walk in nature, or limit your time in spaces that feel heavy. What's one change you can make today to guard your energy better? Here's a practical tip. Create an energy check-in routine. At the end of each day, Reflect on where your energy went and how it made you feel. If something drained you, make a note of it and think about how you can protect yourself next time. This small habit can lead to profound changes in how you manage your spiritual reserves. What might your energy check-in reveal? Ultimately, guarding your energy allows you to show up fully for what truly matters: your mission, your loved ones, and yourself. By conserving this sacred resource, you ensure that your light continues to shine brightly. And as we explore the next step in this journey, let's talk about how your sacred presence impacts the spaces you inhabit. Your presence is not just a physical thing, it's a spiritual force. Every room you walk into, every person you interact with, feels your energy, whether they realize it or not. As a chosen one, your essence carries weight, a kind of sacredness that shifts the atmosphere. But here's the catch: not everyone is ready for it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the mood change instantly? Being selective about where you go and who you allow into your space isn't arrogance, it's wisdom. Some environments can amplify your energy, while others can drain it. The same goes for people. Your presence is a gift, but not everyone deserves access to it. Ask yourself, are you freely giving your energy to spaces and people that don't value it? Imagine a candle in the middle of a storm. That's what your sacred presence feels like in chaotic or negative environments. You might shine, but the effort it takes to stay lit can leave you exhausted. Protecting your space doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means being intentional. When was the last time you chose to walk away from something that didn't feel right? The beauty of your presence lies in its ability to inspire and uplift others. But here's the twist: not everyone wants to be uplifted. Some people might see your light and feel threatened, while others might try to dim it. It's not your job to fix or heal everyone. Focus on the spaces and people that align with your purpose. What's one space in your life that feels like it aligns with your energy? Creating sacred spaces for yourself is a game changer. Whether it's a quiet corner in your home, a park where you can recharge, or even a playlist that uplifts your spirit, these spaces become your sanctuary. They're where you can retreat, reflect, and reconnect with your higher self. If you don't already have a sacred space, what's stopping you from creating one? Let's talk about your circle for a moment. Who you surround yourself with directly impacts your energy and your mission. Chosen ones need a tribe, people who understand, support, and celebrate their journey. But finding this tribe takes discernment. Are the people in your life lifting you up, or are they pulling you down? It's worth reflecting on. Your sacred presence isn't just about where you go, it's about how you show up. When you're intentional with your energy, you radiate peace, strength, and purpose. But to maintain this, you must stay rooted in your own sacredness. And speaking of staying rooted, let's explore how silence can become one of your most powerful tools. Silence isn't emptiness, it's power. In a world that never stops talking, choosing not to speak can be one of the most profound actions you take. Silence allows you to conserve your energy, focus your thoughts, and protect your spirit. It's not about withholding, it's about creating space for clarity. Have you ever noticed how much more you can hear when you stop speaking? Here's the beauty of silence. It's a shield. When you speak too freely, you open yourself up to misunderstanding, judgment, or even manipulation. But silence keeps them guessing. It allows you to maintain control and stay grounded. The next time you feel the urge to explain yourself, pause. Ask yourself, does this need to be said, or is silence enough? Silence is also a source of strength. It's in the quiet moments that you hear the whispers of divine guidance, the kind of wisdom that can't be found in noise. When you embrace silence, you're not retreating, you're recharging. How often do you give yourself the gift of quiet time to reflect and reconnect? Think of silence as a form of discipline. It takes strength to hold back when you could easily speak your mind. But that restraint can create powerful shifts in your relationships and your energy. Imagine the next time someone provokes you, You respond with calm silence instead of words. What kind of impact could that have? Here's something unexpected. Silence can speak louder than words. The absence of explanation, defense, or chatter forces others to fill the void. And in that space, they reveal more about themselves than they ever could through your questioning. Have you ever noticed how powerful a moment of silence can be in a tense conversation? In practical terms, start small. Try a silent practice for a few minutes a day. No talking, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but over time, it becomes a sanctuary. In those moments, you'll discover truths about yourself that might surprise you. What would a daily silence practice look like for you? Ultimately, silence is more than the absence of words. It's a declaration of focus and intent. It's a reminder that not everything needs to be explained, and not every thought deserves a voice. And as we dive into the art of discretion, you'll see how silence and secrecy work hand in hand to protect your spiritual journey. Discretion is a lost art in today's world, where oversharing is the norm. But for chosen ones, it's a skill that must be mastered. Not every part of your journey is meant to be public. Oversharing can open doors to negative influences, misunderstandings, or even envy. Have you ever shared something deeply personal and felt exposed afterward? Think of discretion as your personal filter. It's not about secrecy, it's about protecting what's sacred. By being selective with your words, you safeguard the parts of your life that truly matter. Ask yourself, does this person need to know this? Or is it something better kept between you and the divine? What's one thing you've shared recently that, in hindsight, you wish you hadn't? Oversharing often stems from a desire for connection, but here's the twist. It can create distance instead. When you reveal too much, too soon, it can overwhelm others or invite unnecessary scrutiny. Discretion allows you to build deeper, more meaningful connections by revealing only what's necessary. The next time you're about to share, pause. Is it coming from a place of trust or validation? Practicing discretion also enhances your power. There's something magnetic about mystery. When people don't know everything about you, they're drawn to what they don't understand. This isn't manipulation, it's protection. Your story is valuable, and not everyone deserves to know it. What would your life look like if you shared less and observed more? Let's look at discretion in action. Imagine you're working on a dream or goal. Telling the wrong person can lead to unsolicited advice, discouragement, or even sabotage. But keeping it private allows you to focus fully on its fruition. Here's a simple exercise. Write down a goal you're working on but haven't shared with anyone. How does it feel to keep it just for yourself? Discretion doesn't mean isolation. It means discernment. It's about knowing who you can trust and when it's safe to open up. Building a small, trusted circle of confidence can be life-changing. These are the people who uplift you, understand your journey, and honor your boundaries. Do you have a circle like this? Or is it something you're still searching for? Mastering discretion doesn't happen overnight, but every small step counts. Each time you choose to hold back, you strengthen your sense of self and your connection to what's truly important. And as we transition to emotional mastery, you'll see how discretion plays a vital role in managing your inner world. Emotions are powerful. They can be your greatest strength or your biggest vulnerability. For chosen ones, emotional mastery is essential. It's not about suppressing your feelings. It's about channeling them in a way that serves your higher purpose. Think about the last time your emotions got the best of you. What would have changed if you had responded instead of reacted? Mastering your emotions begins with awareness. Many of us go through life reacting impulsively, unaware of the triggers pulling our strings. But awareness turns the tide. It gives you the power to pause, reflect, and choose your response. The next time you feel anger, sadness, or even excitement, take a deep breath. What's the deeper message behind that emotion? Emotional mastery doesn't mean you'll never feel overwhelmed. It means you'll know how to navigate those moments with grace. Imagine a storm at sea. Instead of being tossed around by the waves, you become the captain of the ship. You can't stop the storm, but you can steer through it. What practices could you adopt to steady yourself in turbulent emotional waters? Here's an unexpected twist. Emotions are energy. When channeled properly, they can fuel creativity, strength, and spiritual growth. Anger can be transformed into determination, sadness into introspection, and joy into inspiration. The key is learning to redirect these energies rather than letting them control you. How can you turn your strongest emotion today into a positive force? Emotional mastery is also about boundaries. Not just with others, but with yourself. When you allow your emotions to dictate your actions, you hand over your power. But when you set internal boundaries, you reclaim control. For example, if you notice self-doubt creeping in, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or holding me back? Practical tools for emotional mastery include journaling, meditation, and breath work. These practices help you process emotions without becoming consumed by them. Start small. Write down 3 emotions you felt today and why. Over time, this simple exercise can reveal patterns and help you take charge of your inner world. Which of these tools resonates with you the most? Emotional mastery isn't a destination. It's a journey. Every time you manage your emotions with intention, you strengthen your spiritual foundation. And as we explore the next step in maintaining balance, you'll see how emotional mastery ties seamlessly into aligning your spiritual, physical, and emotional selves. Balance is the cornerstone of any spiritual journey. Without it, even the most enlightened path can feel chaotic. For chosen ones, maintaining harmony between the spiritual, physical, and emotional realms is not just helpful, it's vital. Think about your own life. Is there an area where you feel stretched too thin or out of sync? Achieving balance doesn't mean perfection. It means alignment. Picture yourself as a 3-legged stool. Your spiritual, physical, and emotional well-being are the legs. If one is neglected, the whole stool wobbles. Start by identifying which leg of your life feels weakest right now. Is it your emotional health, your spiritual practices, or your physical vitality? Balance is often found in the small, consistent actions. Maybe it's starting your day with meditation to center your spirit, going for a walk to nurture your body, or journaling to process your emotions. These simple habits, done regularly, create profound shifts over time. What's one small action you could take today to bring more balance into your life? Here's the twist. Balance doesn't mean equal focus on everything all the time. Some seasons will call for deeper spiritual work, while others might require you to focus on your health or relationships. The key is adaptability. Tune into what your life is asking of you in this moment. What's your intuition telling you to prioritize right now? Maintaining balance also means saying no to what disrupts your harmony. This could be toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, or even overcommitting to responsibilities. Protecting your peace isn't selfish. It's necessary. Have you been holding on to something that's throwing you off balance? What would it feel like to let it go? Practical balance looks different for everyone. For some, it's scheduling time for rest and reflection. For others, it's creating boundaries around work or dedicating time to loved ones. Here's an exercise. Write down your daily activities and assess how they align with your values and goals. Are you spending your energy where it truly matters? True balance isn't static. It's a dance. Life will always throw challenges your way, but staying grounded in your values and priorities allows you to adapt with grace. As we move forward, let's explore how spiritual protection ties everything together and keeps you aligned with your divine mission. Spiritual protection isn't just a practice, it's a way of life. For chosen ones, guarding your spirit from negative energies is essential to staying aligned with your purpose. Think of it as an invisible armor that shields you from forces seeking to disrupt your peace. Have you ever felt drained or unsettled after being around certain people or situations? That's your spirit signaling it needs protection. Prayer, meditation, and spiritual cleansing are powerful tools for this. They act as daily rituals that strengthen your connection to the divine and reinforce your spiritual boundaries. Imagine starting your day with a prayer of gratitude or ending it with a meditative reflection. These small moments can create a fortress around your soul. Which of these practices could you weave into your routine? Protection also involves awareness. Negative energies often seep in subtly, through toxic conversations, environments, or even your own thoughts. By staying mindful of what you allow into your life, you create a barrier against these influences. Ask yourself, what energy am I inviting into my space, and how is it affecting me? Here's something to remember. Spiritual protection isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. It's knowing you have the tools and strength to guard your essence no matter what comes your way. Think of it as tending to a garden. You're not just removing weeds, but nurturing the flowers. What's one area of your life where you could use a little more weeding right now? Rituals can be a grounding force in spiritual protection. For instance, lighting a candle with intention, smudging your space with sage, or wearing protective symbols can serve as reminders of your spiritual strength. These practices might seem small, but their impact can be profound. What rituals could you adopt to protect and center yourself daily? Surrounding yourself with positivity is another layer of protection. This means spending time with uplifting people, consuming inspiring content, and immersing yourself in environments that nourish your soul. Imagine how much lighter and more powerful you'd feel if you consciously curated your life this way. What's one thing you could change today to create a more positive atmosphere? At its core, spiritual protection is about maintaining your connection to the divine. When you're rooted in that connection, no external force can shake you. As we transition into the next topic, let's explore how strengthening this unshakable bond can become the foundation of your spiritual journey. Your connection to the divine is your lifeline. It's the source of your strength, your guidance, and your protection. Without it, navigating life as a chosen one can feel overwhelming and isolating. But here's the beauty of it, it's always there, waiting for you to tune in. Have you ever felt lost, only to find clarity in a moment of stillness or prayer? Building this connection doesn't require grand rituals or perfect faith. It's in the small, consistent acts, a whispered prayer, a moment of gratitude, or even a simple breath of awareness. Each act strengthens the thread between you and the divine. What's one small way you could reconnect today, even if it's just a quiet thank you in your heart? Trust is the foundation of this bond. Trust that you are guided, even when the path feels unclear. Trust that the divine sees the bigger picture, even when you can't. Think of your connection like a lighthouse. It doesn't stop shining, even in the storm. When was the last time you leaned into that trust during a difficult moment? Here's the twist. The stronger your connection, the more challenges you might face. The divine often tests those it calls. But these challenges are not punishments. They're opportunities to grow, strengthen, and align with your purpose. The next time life feels heavy, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? You might be surprised by the answer. Practical ways to deepen this connection include prayer, meditation, journaling, and studying sacred texts. But don't limit yourself. Your connection is as unique as you are. Maybe it's found in nature, through art, or in quiet reflection. What resonates most with your spirit? Follow that, and watch your bond with the divine flourish. Surrounding yourself with symbols or reminders of your connection can also be powerful. A mantra, a piece of jewelry, or even a space in your home dedicated to reflection can serve as daily anchors. These small actions remind you of the divine presence in your life. What physical reminder could you create to keep this connection alive? Ultimately, an unshakable connection to the divine is your greatest asset. It's what sustains you through trials, guides you through uncertainty, and fuels your mission as a chosen one. And as you take this journey to guard your spiritual truths, balance your energy, and embrace your mission, this connection will be the foundation for it all. You've just uncovered 10 powerful secrets that can transform the way you navigate your life as a chosen one. But here's the real question. What will you do with this knowledge? Knowing isn't enough. It's the action you take that truly matters. Are you ready to start guarding your energy, protecting your insights, and deepening your connection to the divine? Take a moment to reflect. Which of these principles resonates most with you? And more importantly, how can you begin to apply it today? Change starts with small steps, and every effort you make to protect your spirit brings you closer to your highest purpose. Drop a comment below and share which secret spoke to your heart. I'd love to hear your perspective. If this video gave you new insights, don't let it end here. Share it with someone you know who could use this wisdom. Let's spread light together. And if you're ready to continue growing, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got so much more to share, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Want to dive deeper into this journey? Click here to watch the next video. It's a vital piece of the puzzle, and I promise you'll walk away even more empowered. Let's keep building this together. Your journey as a chosen one is just beginning, and I can't wait to see where it takes you.